Okay, everyone. Hi, how you doing? We have f of x equals 5 over x. Um, I'm going to draw my axes here. Okay. The vertical asymptote is x equals 0. The vertical asymptote, if you recall from here, h is 0. So we do not move the vertical asymptote from our parent function of x equals 0. And the horizontal asymptote is also, there's nothing out here that we're adding, so the horizontal asymptote is y equals 0. Okay, so it's going to be graphed in here and here, so I just want to put a point down. So for example, if x is 1, y is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If x is 2, we're at 2.5. If x is 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, we're at 5, 1. So our graph kind of starts up here, goes through some points like this, and it's a little bit further from the origin than the other one. The 5 stretches it and pulls it away from the origin a little more than our parent function. And the same thing happens over here. So negative 1. 5 divided by negative 1 is negative 5. 5 divided by negative 2 is negative 2.5. 5 divided by negative 5, 3, 4, 5, is negative 1. So our graph kind of goes, and we make it smooth, a nice smooth curve through those points. Okay. Number 4. We have f of x equals, oh, I didn't state the domain and range here. Domain, we go from negative infinity to 0, our vertical asymptote, and 0 to infinity. 0 is not included in either part of that. And then negative infinity to 0, oops, and 0 to infinity with our horizontal asymptote matches the range, helps us see what the range is there. Okay, f of x equals 2 over x plus 3. When I go to graph this one, now one of the things you look for, what makes x 0? We got to move the vertical asymptote, instead of being right here, we got to move it 1, 2, 3 units over, because negative 3 makes this denominator 0, and that's undefined. Okay, so I've got that vertical asymptote is x equals 3, negative 3, sorry, x equals negative 3. And the horizontal asymptote, there's nothing out here that would change it. So the horizontal asymptote is still y equals 0. Let me just draw something here just because we know. Now, I am pretty certain that it's going to look like this, and it's going to look like this. Okay? I said pick one point on each side, and then we'll just try to go through that point. And if I use negative 2, negative 2 plus 3 is 1. 2 plus 1 is 2. So I'm going to just kind of draw this curve like that. It's up there. And just checking, so if I use negative 4 for x, negative 4 plus 3 is negative 1. 2 divided by negative 1 is negative 2. And so I really think this one is kind of going like this toward each asymptote. So the curves always go in the L's here, or in those corners like that. And it's nice just to find one point to kind of get a approximation where that will go. All right, I got one more example, and that's number 5, and it has f of x equals -1 over x minus 2 plus 4. Okay, there's a lot going on this one. There's several things. First of all, this is negative. Now, when that's negative, you know, where we've been doing this, we're probably going to see something like this, where the left side's up and the right side's down. So that's probably what's going to happen. We'll check in a little bit. But our vertical asymptote needs to move 2 units to the right. So it'll be x equals 2. Our horizontal asymptote needs to move 4 units up. So that's y equals 4. All right, so let me draw my axes here. Okay. A vertical asymptote at x equals 2. A horizontal asymptote at y equals 4. Okay, I really think our curves are going to do, going to do this and this. Okay, but we are going to just check a couple points just to make sure they're in the right spots, that we're over here and we're over here. So, for example, if I were to choose, let's choose x equals 0. -1 over -2 is positive 1/2. Plus 4 is 4.5. What, I chose 0 there. So 0, I'm at 4.5. I'm up here. This is 0. That's not 0. This is not the y-axis. That's the asymptote x equals 2. So I'm right there. So I'm just going to go ahead and draw that curve since I know that this point's right here. Kind of missed it there. And draw that curve right there. Now, when, let's say 3, when x is 3, I went on this side, now I'm going to go on this side. 3 minus 2 is 1. -1 divided by 1 is -1 plus 4 is 3. So that point's right there. I'm going to kind of do a little something something here and draw that curve right there. Not being super precise, I am putting one point down so that I know one place to put that curve, each of the parts of those 2 curves. So, I am going to talk about domain. Okay, looking on x, it can't be 2. So let's say the domain goes from -infinity to 2, skips over 2 and goes from 2 to the other side of 2 to -infinity. And that the range is, we got this 4 here. Y can't be 4. It's not going to touch here. It's not going to touch down here. So from -infinity to 4, gets to 4, skips over, and goes to the other side of 4 to infinity. And we have that. And I have this for you on page 549, your assignment. I want you to do numbers 7 through 10, then 11 and 12. I don't know why I didn't say 7 through 12 there. then 17 and 18. These are looking at graphs giving domain, range, and asymptotes. These are making 4 graphs. All right, guys, you take care of yourselves. I miss you, and I'm thinking of you, and I'm praying for you, and God bless you all. Bye-bye.